Look at that steam, y'all. Look at that steam right there. Hope you're not sitting up. This is a candid moment, y'all. Candid moment. The best oven baked ribs in your kitchen, y'all. Right there. Well, hello, my lovely love bug goodies. Welcome back to your girl channel, How to Cook. Delighted to have you here again, joining me on this journey, right, goodie? Yes, boo boo. Now your girl is about to turn up this recipe. You have asked me to cook this recipe, right? It is a ribs recipe. You want to make it sweet and mellow and juicy and yummy, delicious and full of goodness, and I'm about to turn it up right now. Now, if this is the first time that you're watching me cooking, be sure that you have subscribed. If you have not already subscribed, be sure to do so. Turn on all your post notifications. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn on all of them, so you will be notified whenever your girl upload a brand new video, right? So, without further ado, let's get right into the recipe. Let's get started.
Remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari, why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him wine to get turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Now, goodie, these are all the spices where you're gonna need to make the meanest and the wickedest oven baked barbecue ribs in your kitchen, right? Fast, easy, and simple as usual, right? Now, look in your description box. You will find all the amount of everything we're gonna use to the recipe, right? But it's gonna go through this, but be sure to check down below and how much of this thing you're gonna need, right? Goodie? I saw the thing set right here. So now I'm gonna jump right into the thing. I'm gonna lay up a long talking thing, right? Now you're gonna need onion powder and garlic powder for sure. You're also going to need paprika, all-purpose seasoning, or beef seasoning rather. Now I'm gonna add some dry thyme to it. If you don't have dry thyme, go with powdered thyme, fresh thyme, it don't matter. Salt and black pepper for sure. You're also going to need some kind of a spice. If you don't want it spicy, don't add nothing spicy. But however, I am going to add some dried pepper flakes to it. You don't want to use that, go cayenne pepper, go chili powder, whatever kind of pepper, whatever your kitchen, use it. Go ahead, scotch bonnet, use it, right? You're also going to need 1 1/3 cup of brown sugar. Only, no use granulated sugar, another thing, okay? Use that. I'm also going to add some vinegar, apple cider vinegar, because I don't know what I feel about that. I'm going to turn up the thing with some extra virgin olive oil, right? Yes, goodie. I saw the thing set right there. So let's get started. Now, goodie, I have my ribs right here that has been nicely washed. You want to wash your meat with vinegar and lemon juice. I always like to add salt to it in my water. Let it sit for a few minutes. Wash it off and your meat ready. I'm going to be taking off the membrane from the meat. If you don't want to take it off, don't take it off. Sometimes I leave it on depending on the recipe that I'm making. But however, I'm going to take this one. All I'm doing here is starting from the very end of the meat. Get a sharp, make sure your knife nice and sharp, right? And then all you're going to do here is just peel it off. Just hold the meat and peel it off and it will come right off. Just like that. And your meat should be ready after you do all of that. Now make a season up the thing. Now goodie, moving right along, and be sure to check your description box for all the amount used in the recipe. I'm gonna say it in a patois, but I'm gonna write it in English, because some people tend to think that, you know, my English is a flan. So anyway, I'm going to list everything down below and the amounts. Garlic powder and onion powder. You want to add your all-purpose season or beef season to the mix. Dry thyme, of course. Salt and black pepper, you can't leave home without that. Then I gotta add some smoked paprika. If you don't have smoked paprika, leave it out. Let's go with regular paprika. No, leave it out. Go with regular paprika, right? You're gonna add some dried hot pepper flakes. And of course, you wanna add your 1 1/3 cup of brown sugar only, right? Yes, goodie. I also gonna add 1 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Now, if you don't want to use extra virgin olive oil, use whatever oil that you like, because always remember, you can always switch things up. It's your kitchen. Make your kitchen happy as I'm making mine. And just add about a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. Mix that good all up in there, and this is going to become a nice paste, y'all. That is what I'm looking for here. A nice paste. Let's combine all of this together until it becomes nice and clump, like crumbs, right? Not water crumbs, you know, like crumbs, like so, right? That's when you know the thing ready. The thing ready. Now, goodie, with a paper towel or paper cloth, make sure it's nice and clean. Of course, you want to get some of that excess liquid from off of the meat, right? So I'm never do the thing like so. Now you want to go ahead and just pack all that goodness on top of the meat. This thing is going to give it so much flavor, y'all. So much flavor. The thing got shot, y'all. Shot. The spice already smells so darn it good, and the thing don't even touch the oven yet. Just rub it up all in there. Yes, goody. Get the thing. I'm afraid to rub it in and rub it in on the thing, y'all. Rub it in. Like so. Just pack it in there. You can never go wrong with all the spices, because the spice that's on here is going to give this meat tons and tons and tons, I tell y'all, of flavor. And y'all know how I feel about flavor, right? Yes. Want to go ahead, flip it on the other side like so. And you're going to just repeat the same thing that you did to that side. Pack it all up in there. Pack it all up in there, goody. Now, y'all, what I'm going to do, right? You could use plastic wrap if you want, but I'm not going to use that because I find that my meat comes out really good when I do this kind of technique, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to get my parchment paper. I'm going to sort of cover it with the parchment paper just like that. Very, very simple. Like that. Then you want to get a clean kitchen towel and just cover it over just like that and leave it. Leave it and let it sit room temperature for at least 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, I'm going to come back right here and I'm going to get this thing ready for the oven. Okay, goodies, so the time has come and it's time to put my ribs in the oven. It has enough time to get that good juices right there. All right, now you want to make sure when you're putting it in the oven, you are putting it in a preheated oven only. Now, goodie, my ribs is ready to rock and ready to roll, right? A serious thing we're talking about right so. Now, of course, you can go ahead and put it on your grill, right? You can grill this thing. However, I'm going to show you how to make it taste just like you put it on the grill. Fast, easy, and simple. Now, when you put your ribs inside of your oven, you want to make sure that you leave it uncovered the entire cooking process. You are not going to cover this thing with foil at all. It's going to sweat and it's going to produce a lot of juices. We are not making juicy ribs. We are making ribs as if you had put it on a grill. Now, make sure your oven is preheated, y'all. Pop it in your oven. And when I come back in 1 hour, we're going to flip-flop this thing. We're going to make it nice and juicy with some added barbecue sauce, put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes, and this ribs right here should be done. So I'm gonna see you right back here in 1 hour. Okay, goodie, moving right along. I have my meat, my ribs going in the oven, and I'm gonna make my sauce for my ribs, okay? So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna add my favorite barbecue. Don't ask me what it is, I'm just adding some barbecue in it. Go ahead and use your own. Whatever you like is fine, right? To that, I'm gonna add just a little bit of honey to the mix, as well as I'm gonna add some dried parsley flakes. That is optional, but I like to see that little greenery on top of my ribs when I serve. So that's why I'm putting that in there. I'm going to give this a quick mix, and I'm going to set this aside, and I'm going to get my ribs ready. Now y'all, look at that. Look on that goodie. The ribs is out of the oven after 1 hour of cooking. That is what your ribs are going to look like. I'm gonna go ahead and coat that goodness that I made on top of that rib. Now to coat them ribs up, I'm gonna turn it first on the opposite side. The side that was baked down, we're just gonna turn the thing upside down, is what I'm saying, if that makes any sense. Oh, this is so tender, y'all. So tender. You wanna get that good sauce and just get it all up in there. Don't miss no spots. It is critical for you get all of this thing covered with that good, yummy, good stuff that you just made. That sauce is going to send this thing to a higher kind of level, right? So get it all up in there. And then you go ahead and now turn it on the side that you baked it first. You're going to have all that good juices in the bottom of your container. That is fine. This is why it's critical not to cover the meat when you bake it. Leave it uncovered the entire baking process. Just make that meat, oh look at that y'all, look at that. Just make that meat nice and happy. Get that sauce up in there. We're gonna pop this back in the oven uncovered, y'all. Uncovered, please. Do not cover your meat at no given time, because when the thing ruin and come out or dry up and the taste right, like you boil it, don't blame me. You want it to have that grill smoked flavor, all right? So leave it uncovered the entire cooking time. All that juice that you have in the bottom is gonna turn it up even nicer, right? So that is good. So we'll pop that in the oven, and once again, do not turn your oven down. Do not turn it any higher than you started baking. That is exactly what you want. And you're going to put that back in the oven. When we come back here, these ribs are going to be done, and we will be ready to eat. I did leave some of the liquid to top it off when I get ready to serve, right? So leave back some of your liquid. Okay, you're gonna need that. I hope you subscribe now. Don't forget to turn on those notifications, because you don't want to miss a recipe like this one, you know. So make sure you subscribe, alright? Remember to do that. Now you can go back to the recipe. Okay, y'all, I have all done. This thing is looking, might I say, super sonic delicious. I'm going to go ahead and cut into that goodness. I'm going to serve it up with some fries today. Yes, honey, the thing is massive. Oven baked barbecue ribs in my kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple. Y'all, this thing is so tender, I kid you not. But y'all, look at that. That is looking mighty fine. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, goodie. I love you, love you, love you, love so much. Don't forget to tell me what for me to cook down below, right? I love you as always. Thanks for loving me the way that you do. And yeah, from my kitchen to your kitchen. Enjoy. Bye. I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.